Hi, this is Sean.
Hi, this is Isaac, and this channel's called Wolf Dog Moon.
Today we're going to be reviewing one of my favorite series called Lone Wolf and Cub. And we're just going to give you a brief overview. This is going to be a short video, just taking you through some of the content that we have. And be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification, and share this video with your friends. Alright, let's get started. Okay, Lone Wolf and Cub is a series. It's a long-running series that came out a while ago, I think back in the 80s. It's by, it says it right here, by Kazuo Koike and Koseki Kojima. Now, I have a few different examples. I have this Lone Wolf and Cub omnibus. Now I got this at, I believe, Barnes and Noble, and there are several in this series, and these are like a compilation of the original manga that this originally came out in Japan and eventually made its way to the States. And I was able to, a few years ago, pick up at a store called Half Price Books these comic book versions with an introduction by Frank Miller. And what Frank Miller really liked the Lone Wolf and Cub series. Frank Miller is responsible for the kind of the rejuvenation of Batman back in the, I think in the 80s. He essentially brought Batman into prominence again by calling him the Dark Knight. He did this Dark Knight series. Eventually I'll see if I can find it in my comic collection, and we can do a review on Frank Miller's Batman. He also did a Wolverine series where Wolverine had gone to Japan, and he even had married in Japan, and he fights a bunch of ninjas, and he takes on like a shogun and a crime syndicate. And so this was a Wolverine comic done by Frank Miller. I think it was done in either the early 90s or the late 80s, and I'll have to see if I can dig that up at some point and we can do a review on that. So right now I just wanted to take you through. So again, we got these epic comic books, and let me move this over to the side, and I got my son over here with me. He hasn't read any of these, but we've watched, this would be a good segue into some of the movies that we really like, such as Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, Hidden Fortress, Sanjiro. Those particular movies are done by Akira Kurosawa, and those movies heavily influenced George Lucas when he did the Star Wars series. So those are some of our favorite movies, and if you like those types of movies, and a lot of those movies were also done in a Western style. For example, Yojimbo was done in the West by Sergio Leone, and the movie's called A Few Dollars More. Is that correct? A Few Dollars More? Okay. There's a series with Clint Eastwood, which is pretty much an adaptation of the Eastern Samurai Yojimbo. So let me just take you quickly through some of these comics. Now, if you want to give me a hand, you can hold this down for me. Alright, and it's got this very bold black and white style. This particular one has introduction by Frank Miller, and it has this great bold darks, super darks, and intense facial expressions of the different characters. You got your main characters and his son, and as they go on this epic journey through this kind of apocalyptic in a way landscape, but it's takes place in like when the shogun, he's the bureaucracy is taken over, and there's these different factions that are warring to gain control, while I believe the shogun, while his power is dwindling and the bureaucracy is taking over and the corruption is working its way through the landscape and the people. And this man, this samurai, he becomes what's called a ronin. He has no lord to serve, and so he takes it upon himself to his little son. He makes that his mission to safeguard his son while he goes on this quest to clear his family name and also deal with the unraveling of society, the corruption that has set in, and the destruction and the criminality that it causes. So it's an amazing series, and it's got this great ink style. Now these, I was able to luckily pick these up relatively inexpensive at like a vintage thrift bookstore. It's called Half Price Books, and you may have one in your area, and you just have to have, it's like a little treasure you find. You just have to be on the lookout for stuff like this if you wanted it in comic form. And so here's some examples of what it looks like. Uh-oh. Myra's growling again. Myra! Quiet down, please. No one's gonna attack you, okay? Myra once again made another appearance in a video on Wolf Dog Moon. Maybe she's the wolf dog. But here's some of the illustrations. So, as you can see. Now, if you can't pick up these original comics, they might be hard to get your hands on. So I got the first issue. Here's what the second issue looks like, and the third issue. They're amazing. If you can't pick something up like this, again, you can just get the omnibus, and I also have this as well, and this is kind of curated, so it might be curated in a different way than what Frank Miller did, but this will take you through from the beginning of the relevant story arcs, and from the beginning of the journey of these characters. I highly recommend this. It's got awesome action. It's got awesome suspense. It's got some difficult decisions that the main character has to make. And I won't spoil it, but I'll let you learn about that character and his son. But this is what the omnibus looks like. Now you could probably pick this up definitely on Amazon, but also at somewhere like Barnes & Noble, or at, like, if you have a Half Price Books near you. Now what do you think about this, Isaac? Isaac has... say what you're gonna say?
I'd say that this looks pretty cool based on the cover art.
Now he's watched some of those series, those movies I was mentioning earlier. Like we watched Seven Samurai, which was also turned into a Western called The Magnificent Seven. And he's also, what's some of the other ones that you watched with me? Hidden Fortress?
And Yojimbo.
Okay, and Yojimbo. So those are the ones we've watched so far. So if you like samurai action, adventure, you'll definitely like this, Lone Wolf and Cub. And it's an amazing series. with amazing artwork, and we highly recommend it. So try to pick yourself up some Lone Wolf, and leave your opinions in the comments. Let us know what you think, and we can start a discussion in this. We can create a community around the samurai action and this badassery, the badass samurai warrior. And because I have some other manga that I'll be sharing in the future with different types of samurai warriors. But leave your comments in the comment field. Let us know what you think. And in the meantime, we hope that this video finds you having an amazing day. And we want you to have a blessed day. Signing out.